All right, everybody. Cajun Coin Hunter here with you tonight, aka Boudreaux. Well, got the laptop, got the back off, checked my fan and all that. That's no big deal, working fine, except for this camera. I need to do something with it in a minute. Anyway, I'm here. I'm late. I'm new. I don't know what to do. Somebody tell me where that come from. All right. Let's see. I still hear that it's that noise is in there a little bit. Boy, I'm red right now. Dang it. I think it's the hard drive. I hear it in the speakers though. Let me see something. Let me do something. Yeah, I hear it in the speakers. Let me undo this. Well, that flutter's bad. If it's in my speakers, I'm gonna have to try some more speakers. I've got a set of speakers that I turned into a signal tracer, but I might try them a little later. What's up, Quick Ranch? You patient? Well, I hope I'm here. So I've been live almost 2 minutes. This right here. All right. Yeah, I know I'm live because I just went to my YouTube part, and guess what? It's on. Tommy Hamlin, what's up? David Carlisle, what's up? I forgot to send you an email, David, to let you know I was on. Field Guy, there he is. Who that? Let's see. Dog it. No, Johnny said something about who that yesterday. I forgot what it was. Oh, yes. Who that on something? I forget what it was. I might ask Johnny what that was. There's a who dat on something. He was here last night. We eating pizza. Missy made a pizza. Oh yeah, you had the pizza place, okay? Yeah, we ate pizza last night. Every time I talk about pizza or I'm eating pizza, you know, like me and Johnny or whatever, Field Guy comes in. Man, that's what I'm doing. I'm eating pizza, or I'm at the pizza joint, you know, pizza house. Okay, let's see. We are looking live. That'll work. Did not break chat. Okay, let's see. Somebody that don't know what he's doing said, I might be a little late. I have to check on my fan inside the laptop. I don't want to give the main brain a brain fart. Oh, that was me. Okay. Hunter, how you doing tonight? Good to see y'all in here. Dumb Moose. Sure. Oh, the YouTube dudes at Daytona. Okay. Yeah, it's Daytona. What you call it? Night, whatever. It's supposed to be in the daytime, but it's at night. Spilled a little coffee. No big deal. Clean up real good. I didn't clean that bottom of that laptop. I mean, under the laptop, got a couple of grimmies in there. If y'all don't know what grimmies are, that's that little stuff that irritates you if you got OCD. No, grimmies is some little like grains of sand and stuff. You know, you find that on your table, but it's not sand. Kind of like pet dander. You know, that's what grimmies are. Kind of like little bits of sand that gets on your nerve looking at them, and you got a paper towel right there, and you just swipe them off. All right, I need to do something with that camera. Oh man, that hurt. Man, that hurts. God they don't. Where's all my big rubber band? Man, Missy done got them all, huh? Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off so I don't get y'all seasick. How do we do that? Oh, right
here. It's behind the coffee pot.
I got him.
You wear that. It's behind the coffee pot.
Baby, I got one. Okay. I got the camera off, but the mic's still on. I hope I didn't break y'all eardrums. Okay. Now let's see how we look. Now let's see how. Okay. All right. Not quite. Not quite. No, because I still see a little angle on my chair. Well, it's better than it was. See, it's supposed to be like that. Not level is what it is. You know what? Let me watch what I'm going to do. There we go. I bet you that solves it. Not quite, but it looks better. Not quite. What if I didn't go the opposite way with it? Huh? My rubber band broke on my camera. It's true. And I use it to hold it steady. The camera is on a cell phone holder. You ought to see how I got that rigged up. Anyway, yeah, everything I got in the house is rigged up. So, Colt 49ers, what's up, Mona Me? How you doing? And this lean off the dock moment is, well, we didn't go lean off the dock yet. In a minute I will though. Well, not in about 10 minutes. And there's my honey, Miss Missy, which I was talking to her a while ago. She was like, "Oh, rubber bands are behind the coffee pot over there in that corner. Right back in there, they got 2 bags of rubber band. They got some light mediums, and then they got some heavy duty. But I got some in my drawers, storage drawers right there, parts drawers. That's where they originally was. And, well, you know, over a couple of years, I had like a whole bag of rubber bands in a container, in that one of them little slots. Then that was the big heavy duty rubber band. Then I had some medium ones in the slot next to it. Then in the slot next to that, some light ones. So all I got in the slots is the light ones. That's it, the little skinny ones. Yeah, the French peeps are here. That's right. That's right. Oui, oui, monsieur. I like a Pepe La Puce. Oh, mon chéri. Come away with me and we'll go make some love on the open sea. Oui, oui. Lord, how's my audio? Is it all right? Y'all can hear me okay?
He pushed his bowl by the stove and the bed put the stove by the stove. And
oh, yeah, Missy's saying that a little dog got smart. When her bowl's empty and she's hungry, she moves it by the stove. That's a good place to move it by the stove. You know, that's where you serve food from most of the time. You know, get your plate, put your rice in your plate, and then you go to the pots in there. You get your meat and gravy, you know, or some shrimp stew or gumbo, whatever, in a bowl, gumbo. Then, but a stew, you plate that up with rice because that's thick. And then you got your green bean and your corn. You know, you move plate to the next pot, spoon that in there. Yep, Space Ranger, what's up, Tim? Well, Tim, it's not that I mean, I'm feeling good, you know. I mean, I'm sound. I'm just broken. I'm just broke. What happened to my and have my Gmail up there. Man, Mo. Cable wholesale, T-Mobile. Or man, got all kind of. Either you get bills like in the mail, you get bills, or you get stuff to make bills with. Yeah. The train, boss, the train. Let's see what I wanted to do. Do it the easy. Do it the easy way. Easy breezy. Composed. Boy, man, they sit on them horns and they ain't got to. They only got to. Oh man, they blow it where they ain't. They blow where they're not supposed to be blowing. Like it's 2 miles to the nearest crossing from this one. It's 2 miles, and he's still blowing to the next one. Man, Mo. Yep, that's right. They don't let go of them horns, Missy said. And this is supposed to be a quiet zone now that they got the cross arms on the tracks on 2nd Street. This all the safety measures are in place. All they got to do, see them train engineers, they know how to run a train. They don't know how to read their memos. Do not need to run horn on Highway 13 and 2nd Street. Next one over. All safety measures are in place. No coat. I did a long time ago. You know, I did it already. Not a big deal. You gotta see that right there.
The best decision I've ever made was getting a USCCA membership. I got the concealed carry app. It is so.
Got to see this. Get it in there and okay. Now, okay. Oh yeah, Dustin got me. What's up, y'all? Oh, got a bunch of pictures. Neutral Rats. When was this? January. Oh yeah. I'm skinning the neutral. I must have missed them. Missy must have looked at them because I didn't see any pictures. What's up, Dustin? Big D. He's got us on the big screen TV. Let me see here. Thought I heard something.
Hey, Cajun, how you doing, buddy?
All right, what's up, Tim? How you doing, man?
Oh, not much. Sitting out here in the garage.
Oh, you're not in the studio? Music studio?
Now I'm in the garage.
Okay.
Got a car working on.
Oh, okay. Got you. Close some of these windows back here. All right.
Gotta get some more light. Get some more light.
Some more
in there.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is kind of dim in there.
Let's see.
No, I got 3 in the kitchen. I got 2 round bulbs, that's with cane. That was the lighting in the kitchen when we got this house. Just, 2 bulbs, which that was sufficient, until I got used to them fluorescent lights. I got three fluorescent fixtures in here with 2, 4 foot with 2 LED strips. And you can, the square chips, not the little round bulbs, not the little cheap stuff that go out. All the little LED chips, the little square chips. I think they 35s, 3.5 millimeter by 3.5 millimeter, something
I
like
just
that.
got a big fluorescent bulb laying on the counter.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's all I got.
Well, your ceiling's lit up real good in that corner. But I got 3.
That's right over the workbench.
3 fixtures, they're 4 foot long, and there's twin LED strips in them.
Nice.
Them things put out some light, and I'm fixing to put another one over me right here at the table because this is the darkest spot.
Yeah, I got a couple of them long tube ones. I think they're LED tubes or something. They work pretty good.
What they look like?
The LED, it's like a tube. Looks like a fluorescent bulb, but they're LED.
You bought them to put them in the fluorescent in a fixture?
Yeah. I got these ones they screw in the ceiling. They're pretty cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I have to turn it on.
$9. What's up, Mona Me?
Ones they screw in the ceiling. It's like I'll go turn them on real quick.
Habanos coming in the mail. Damn. Yeah, David, some Habano. Some cigars. $9. What's been happening? Well, it'd be better if my back was fixed, but doctors are taking their own sweet time on that. Got a cancellation yesterday from a cardiologist. They rescheduled March. Doctor couldn't come in. You want to see the nurse practitioner? No. Okay. Oh, I missed something there. Tim, I was reading the chat, catching up. I missed something. I missed the tube.
No problem.
If he was showing the tube, I missed it.
Oh, the tube's right there. Bench.
No, the one you said that was an LED tube or something.
Yeah. Yeah, then those up there, you can see how bright those are.
Is that a bulb? Round bulb, like the old style
That's
house
like
bulbs.
You screw it into the light bulb socket, and it's got 3 flaps that come open, and they got LEDs in them.
Oh, I never saw them.
Yeah,
but those are bright. Mine, I got some daytime bulbs hanging off the ceiling. Those are bright as hell.
Yeah, that's what those are. It's like you get them at Walmart. It's like cheap on sale.
Cheap is like $2 a piece.
I think those was on sale for like $19, something like
19
that.
for those bulbs.
Yeah. Well, it's a whole lamp. It's like a LED lamp.
Yeah.
And it's like this when you screw it in, and then it opens up. It has 3
heat activated
flat plates that go around, and it's got LEDs in all of it.
Damn. What's up, Kuzan? Raging Cajuns in the house.
What's going on?
Hey, Raging.
What's going? Hey.
Still down in my back. But that's gonna be forever. I'm gonna just have to get used to it.
Nerve damage.
Man.
Like you're still driving, Raging.
Yeah, different company.
Damn, what the heck is that? Crystals, quartz.
Did y'all hear what I said?
What?
Yeah.
No. What?
Hauling Conestoga flatbed.
You did a what?
I'm hauling flatbed now.
Oh, I know that. You've been hauling flatbed for
3 weeks or so.
yeah, something like that. Cool. Look, the Jeep
Yeah.
is covered in snow. Now, what y'all have, about 3 inches over there?
Shit, 3 inches. That ain't nothing.
No,
Try
my
being up.
son. I assume this is his Jeep, unless this is a drawing or something. No, that's his Jeep. Looks like it anyway. And it's full. No. But he's out there below Abbeville.
He's in some cold weather.
Yeah, this was like last when we had all that snow over here too.
Punch something in. Recent. Let's go with that one. Plan.
That little Christmas tree that looks like quartz. Hey, Mike Badger's in the house. What's up, Mike? What's happening?
Hey, Mike.
Now I got the phone down. I can pay attention. I think I got a nickel in. I don't have 2 dimes to rub together, but I got a nickel and a penny. Messed up penny too. Like somebody passed a file on it, put it in a vice, and just did all kind of weird. Because all the silver's coming through, the zinc showing up. Oh man, I hope they our new distinguished president there said he was going to do away with the pennies. Says why are we losing money making pennies? And they're not even copper anymore, they zinc. And it costs 4 cents to make a zinc penny. Hell, it don't cost but 3 cents to make a copper penny. So that's cheaper to make a real true copper penny, like they always did. You know, until 1982, they switched it to zinc, copper plated zinc. And they had 2 different ones that was a transitional year in 1982. So they had copper and zinc copper plated zinc in 82. So Rail 92, what's up, Mon ami? Been real cold around here. Well, yeah, you in Montana. Man, it's gonna be minus 14 or 15 in the morning in South Minnesota, you know, around the Twin Cities area.
Yep.
Yeah. Rolling Smoke Barbecue. Oh, there he is. What's up, Ron? How you doing, man? Hadn't seen you in a while. That's a Lucian right there.
How you doing there, Cajun?
All right, Gleason, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. See Mr. David Carlisle out there tonight.
Yeah, he's down.
Hey, Mr. Tim.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right.
Badger out there. So I'd like to see the penny go away and the 3 cent piece come back. That's what I like.
Those copper pennies will be worth a lot more money then.
Well, you'll be able, as soon as they take them off the market, so to speak, you better melt the hell out of them. Do what you want with them. You know, or
Yeah.
like the 82, like the 82 on down. Part of the 82 is on down. You know, your best bet if you don't have a little scale, a coin scale, is to you know, when I go through pennies, I weigh them. I weigh them all. You know, and my 82s, I mean, or I have them in a pill bottle, a big old pill bottle. Got enough of them around here. Uh, put all the 82s in a pill bottle, then go through them later, weigh them, and the coppers will go in the copper bucket, the copper pennies, because you better sell them. But after that,
What's the last year, the 24? Will it be? You think will it be a big collector? Say
well,
roll.
no, you see, it takes an act of Congress. You know, I mean, really and truly. You know how they say, "Oh, it's going to take an act of Congress to do that." Well, no, but it's that's a lot of times that's a joke. But no, it really does take an act of Congress to any law, or you know, pass a bill to because it's they passing a bill. It's not a law, you know, to make pennies or to change the profile or whatever, or to, you know, on the obverse, like Lincoln's been there for over 100 years, you know, on the penny. And so they can change the profile every 25 years. They can change the front of the coin, but it takes an act of Congress to do that and approve it. Now it takes an act of Congress to take the penny off the market. You know, Trump just can't sign a piece of paper right now saying that, you know, like one of their aides or whatever can draw up a bill, you know, take the penny off the market. You know, Trump signed it. No, it's not that easy. They can write up a bill, and then they can rush it through Congress if they want. You know, so, and I got a feeling I know who that is. I'll be right back.
All righty.
It's gonna be full wave.
What you been up to,
Where
Gleason?
you trucking at tonight?
On me. I'm live. Come over and meet me. Oh, you can't see, huh? Yeah.
Raging, where you trucking tonight?
Can y'all hear me?
You're actually kind of roboting. I don't know. I was doing that a little while ago.
Huh? What?
I'm
Oh.
up here and really no service.
I heard you good then. You're back. You're real clear now.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm live and I can't stay on the phone.
I'm up here in
Me.
yeah, I'm up here in Kansas right now.
Come on.
Hey, okay. My,
No there.
my daughter was wanting me to take a road trip with her next week, to kind of a business trip up at, and will it just be right at the southern tip of Lake Michigan in Maryville, Indiana. I don't know if I don't want to, but she doesn't want to go by herself, and it'd be a free trip to me if I want to go with her. But I don't know. I'm thinking, man, heck, that's just right outside of Chicago.
Well, you get to spend some time with your daughter.
Yeah. Of course, she lives here in my same hometown. I see her every day. Got 2 grandboys, and yeah, I'm sure I'll probably go with her. I hadn't been on no long trip in a while. I'm not looking forward to that road trip.
Yeah, well, is it going to be like one-on-one time, or is it grandbaby's going to be with her?
No, it's just going to be me and her.
Well, you get one-on-one time with your daughter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. And in fact, it'll be some. I've never been to that part. Well, I don't. I was in on the southern tip of Indiana. I can't think of the name of what's the big town in the southern part of Indiana. I can't think of it.
Southern Indiana. Oop,
Yeah,
Southern Indiana. Well, Terre Haute's not southern. That's kind of central.
That's
I'll
North-
think
more
of it.
southern central.
I just can't think right now what it is. So
Indiana. Indianapolis.
yeah, well, no, not Indianapolis, but it's
Fort Wayne, maybe.
You got Gary, Indiana.
Gary. Fort Wayne. Trying to think of some other cities in there.
that's not it yet either. Huh?
There's a lot of windmills up there in Indiana.
Windmill. Them electric things.
No,
Them electric
not as
things.
many as you think.
I was driving through there, found this old diner alongside the road, and a bunch of cornfields and a whole bunch of them big white wind turbines, big ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And things I was
See
waiting
those-
for to see if any
I
of them
see
would
those
fall
things
over.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Evansville is where I've been. Evansville.
I think I heard of that in the news at one time or another.
I gotta go. I gotta go make a phone call. I'll talk to y'all later. It's good to see you.
All right, Tim. Appreciate you coming up, man.
Take care, Tim.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care.
Oh, okay. That quartz or whatever Christmas tree. I thought it was a one of the props when they on the Blob, the movie The Blob.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't say Blob 2, but it was the second Blob. It was the new Blob, not the one with Steve McQueen in it. You know, years ago, like in the 60s. The one they made in Abbeville with Shawnee. She played on Decker, Ted Danson as a doctor. She was the nurse secretary or whatever. The nurse there, Shawnee, I forget her last name. She was the star in that Blob. Her and some guy named Dylan or something.
Did I hear somebody say earlier in chat that Miss Ida had back surgery a while back?
No, I didn't see that.
Maybe it wasn't in here, but I thought it was. I mean, well,
There will never be a coin smaller than a nickel after the cent is gone. Really? Well, make it a little bit bigger than the nickel. Then I would be the size of a Susan B. Anthony. Because a Susan B. Anthony is just a little bigger than a quarter. Makes me sad, no more pennies. Well, if they would make them right, you know, because they saying it cost 5 years ago or 4 years ago, it cost 2.8 cents to make a penny. Now it's taking 4 cents to make a penny, 3.9 to make a penny. And that's according to U.S. Mint, U.S. government. Okay. So they making them, they know. That's not in what they call them things, Reddit, Q&A, whatever, AMA things. They ask me anything. It's not on that. That's nobody's opinion, but the U.S. Mint's facts. 4 cents, 3.9 cents or 3.8 cents to make a penny. That's 4 cents in my book. And that's for a zinc penny that's copper plated. Well, you know, you got to get the zinc plancets, you know, the zinc sheets. You got to pop out the plancets. Then you got to electroplate them with copper. Okay. And then they self-destruct in about not even 5 years. You know, they start getting bad.
shit,
Let them get wet. Oh, zinc blisters. You know, people saying, "Oh man, I got $1 million penny." Man, they got a zinc blister. I got 3 different mint marks on this thing. You got 3 different zinc blisters.
I'll tell you where I heard that now a while ago. I was scrolling across Ravenhawk's channel while you were working on your equipment there before you came on.
Uh-huh.
And someone mentioned in chat that a while back, something about Miss Ida had back surgery a while back. Now, it might have been a few months ago, but I didn't know. And I heard you were mentioning about, are you going to ever do back surgeries or?
Well, I sure like to. got to get with my cardiologist first.
Yeah, I had to go through all that. And I don't know how you are on that end, but if you're in pain every day, at least try it one time. I would agree. That's
Oh, yeah.
my
But
recommendation.
I gotta approve it with my cardiologist. He's the one that says yay or nay if I can do back surgery and or the preferred method. Because if they go through my stomach, you know, from the front, they cut you open, your stomach open, you got a big old stomach scar,
Well,
and they
where's
move
your
all
back
your
trouble at?
intestines over on the side, you know, they moving all of your insides over. They got a nurse or two holding all your intestines to the side, and then they putting these clamps on your spine, you know, on the vertebrae, and they doing this with some screws and all that. Then they got to go back in what, 5 years, I think. I'm supposed to have 2 surgeries already.
Oh, so you're gonna have a lot more technical stuff than I did. Yeah, I didn't have to have anything, but they went into my back from the back on my back, lower back. It's
Now,
only
Daddy
that
Dutch.
that long.
What's up, Kent? And who else I saw in here? Daddy Dutch, barbecue. I thought I saw somebody else. Oh, True Wrecking Crime, yeah. Oh yeah. Rob. Anyway, I thought you had saw that in chat. No, I didn't hear anything about Miss Ida. I hadn't been over there, and oh man, it's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not that time of morning unless I have to take my grandkids to school for their mother. Every now and then, I try to do. I stay in bed. I don't get up like I used to. I usually now in the spring and the summer here, I get up. I'll get up and go outdoors and do things.
Yeah. Now, if they do, when they do that MRI on me, if they say I got a ruptured disc, which the doctor said I got a slip disc, but if they say I got a ruptured disc,
Mhm.
I got a feeling I'll know what it is. It'll probably be a bone spur or calcium buildup, and that'll hit a nerve. That's what happened to my dad.
Well, that's what with me, but they fixed me through my back. They went in there and cleaned it out.
Yeah, they got a bone spur. Yeah, they just cut you open a little bit, and they take a little grinder and they grind that bone spur down like they did on my dad. They thought it was a ruptured disc he had. When they opened the neck, it was just a little bone spur. They ground it down. They sewed him back together. I mean, it didn't take 5 minutes, you know, on the emergency room table. I mean, on the operating table. Not even 5 minutes, Dr. Rowland said. And, you know, he was a bone specialist. And he said, man, Ove, you know, I mean, the doctor knew my mom and dad. My mom was a nurse for 40 years. So, what's up, Wayne? How you doing? Custom screen printing.
The stuff that came out of in between my vertebrae, that stuff that's in there, that's the part what they cleaned out on me.
Yeah.
Where it squished out. That stuff
The disc.
over and touched the sciatic nerves. So then when they got that out, and then he said the way in everybody's body's different. So, but like in my body, the sciatic nerve was running at such a close point to all that. And he said he can move it, but very little. So he did move my sciatic nerve over just a little.
I wonder if your legs jumped up and down while he was doing that like a frog.
Oh, listen, the position they get you in after you're in surgery to do that, it's they told me it's very odd. They can turn you any which way in the world you can imagine when they're working on your back.
Yeah, but you know, when he touches that nerve, you know, you have a deep fried frog or cooked frog leg?
No.
No, you never cooked frog legs?
Oh no.
Oh well,
Never eat them.
they skinned, they frozen, you know, cleaned, frozen, and this is restaurants too now. That nerve in those legs, if you don't take that nerve out, which that's a pain in the butt, because you know you it's fine with the nerve left in it, but you can take the nerve out, and them legs will jump in the pan. being frozen for a year or whatever, flash frozen and in the deep freeze for a couple of years. Cause you know, it's like 20 below, 40 below in those deep freezers, those cryogenic freezers, and they keep seafood for, man, I don't know, 3-4 years, man, in there. Or anything, beef, you know, whatever you want to freeze. And it's still going to be good when it comes out because it's so cold. Well, anyway, now I'll tell you what, Kent, Daddy Does Barbecue, he'll probably tell you about it because he's done a lot of cooking. Pat Paulson, what's up, Mon Ami? Yeah, we saw each other last week in Theo's stream, or 2 weeks ago. Been checking out your lives there with your scanners and the ATC, air traffic controller. Anyway, yeah, them frog legs will jump. After all of that, you throw them in there, they'll jump in the pot. And they jump a lot. See, if you got them fresh, you know, if y'all cooking some the next morning after you went frogging that night, the next morning if y'all cooking some, hell yeah, man, they than anything.
Well, I know that'd be one thing. My wife wouldn't touch them. Then she seen all that, she'd be running how behind.
Dang.
What,
No showing none of that.
legs?
Yeah.
I mean, if his
fried.
wife seen him jumping in the pot, she probably you wouldn't eat it. But no, Pat, no update on the alternator.
Still?
That thing's gonna be there forever. I'm gonna end up with it. I got a lot of money invested in that. I don't want to cuss, but I wish I'd have never seen that fucking car or heard of it.
What car Cajun?
The Suzuki that Scott Keller gave us. He
Oh.
gave us the car, but it cost me a hell of a lot of money to get it down here, $1,400. And then he bought a coil for it for the air conditioning because the other one was bad. And I bought a water pump and I bought a damn alternator for it. We got almost $2,000 in that car. And then we had insurance we've been paying a year on, almost a year, and never even seen a tag on it. You know, we had the tags. That was $200 something. No, it wasn't 200 something. It was $140. And that was active donation.
Our tags
Damn.
here in our county are about $100.
That was no tax on that car. That was just administrative fees, the license plate, the title, naturally the registration, they mail you that. They don't give you that. They give you the title. Or they give you the registration and they mail you that's what it is. But man, it was $40 just to get it in our name. And an act of Congress. You know, there you go with the act of Congress, you know, the meaning, you know, as a joke. Yeah, it took an act of Congress to get that damn thing in our name.
So the alternator is something
The alternator bad, it was froze. That's what was making that squealing noise when it was still up in New York. I mean, I appreciate him giving us the car and all that, but everything went south. You know, right before it got here and after it got here, everything went south. It wasn't just to put on a fender anymore. It was.
So is it road ready now, or
No, hell no. The front bumper, the structural iron, steel, square tubing bumper is off of that thing. If you try to move that car, you're going to separate that fucking frame. The left frame, right frame. You're going to separate that. And take a come along or something to squeeze it back in or whatever.
Good God. You could have took that money and put it into your Jeep.
Couldn't find an engine. And well, after he gave us that car in the 1st of February.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he talked about it like I might have something for you like at the end of January. But I was looking for an engine for that Jeep for a few weeks. And then in February or the last of January, it says, I got a Ford Ranger or a Suzuki, or I give you both of them. You can come up, drive the Ford Ranger back and pull the Suzuki behind it. Well, the frame was almost split in half from rust on the Ford, on the truck. He put it on a lift at his buddy's shop and took pictures of it. The frame, it was bad. Yeah, I never saw something bad. I mean, I appreciate Scott giving us the car and all that, but it just turned into a nightmare. I didn't know all this crap was going to happen. It's too hard to work on. Like Gleason, you're a decent mechanic and all that. You worked at a shop for 30 years, 25 years. It could have been your shop. You know what you're doing. You know, but man, look, your hands are too big to even get in there with jacked up. You gotta take the engine out almost to change the alternator. Then you gotta change after you take the engine, lift it up. Okay, after you do lift it up, because they got videos on YouTube, and according to the book, it says that. I had a buddy of mine's got a book. He looked up the book for me. He's a mechanic down here, and he won't touch it. So anyway, you got to lift the engine up. Now he's too busy for it anyway. Lift the engine up, then you got to take the power steering pump off, then you got to get the alternator off, and then reverse everything, and then you got to get that damn car all back together. And even if we do get the road ready, the fender's still not on. You know, I've been trying to find get a guy over here to look at the damn thing for 8 months now. Well, since I had the car. Try to get a guy to come look at the fender, paint by the guy.
Well, Cajun, let me tell you what happened. Kind of change the subject, but I got to tell this story here. The guy that I worked for all them years, okay, his sister was our secretary, and she came in every afternoon about 2 hours before closing time, and she did the bookworks and checked everything out, read the cash register, you know, for the start for the new day. And so she, I forgot how old she is now. She's between 70 and 80. I lost track. And but she recently started getting Alzheimer's, dementia, and all. But she just went all at once, and they had to put her in a nursing home the other day because she don't even know John, my boss, her own brother. She thinks that he's someone else in the family, and but she completely lost it. But I'm getting to the real part of the story now. So he goes to the bank this past week up here in Gleason, and he draws out $2,500 in cash to go pay for a tombstone, because the doctor says, you know, she ain't going to live long, and he's been wanting to get all this done. Go ahead and get it for the future. Go ahead and put it by, you know, where the gravesite's going to be. Well, he comes out of the bank, walks right straight across the street. The police station's right there across from it too. Oh, it's not even 30 yards. He gets in before he gets to the truck, he pulls his checkbook out of his back pocket, and he had that envelope with that money. Well, he didn't pay attention. He got in the truck, and then he was sitting there a minute, and he said he thought about that. He reached in, he said, his damn envelope wasn't there. So he looked all in the truck, and this was 3 minutes time because the bank looked at the cameras after he went back in. So he went back in to the bank. They checked all that, and they said, well, you know, you put it in your left back pocket, I think, when you went out. And they said from the time you went out and you came back in was about 3 minutes later. And that money ain't been found till today. It's still gone. He lost $2,500 cash.
Damn.
Somebody picked it up that quick.
He dropped it, and somebody picked it up right away.
Yeah, it's a small.
I mean, he's right there. You know, they could have said, "Hey, did you drop this?"
Well, they
You know?
should have carried it to the into the bank because it was in
Yeah.
an envelope. So hey, somebody just dropped this out. You know, they had to. It was all cash money. You know, that's whoever it was has no conscience.
Oh yeah.
But
Just like this guy, he walked in a store or in a mall or something, and there was this woman crying. Said, "Why are you so sad?" She said, "I lost $200 and I can't find it." So he says, "Okay." So he gives her $40. Say, "Here's $40. Hope that cheers you up a little bit." And he said, "I just found $200 5 minutes ago, so I feel like charity."
oh my god. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I seen his sister about well, it's been just a little over a week ago, and I was up at the little store downtown and little convenience store, and she drove up and she drove around the gas pumps 4 times, just circling it like a buzzard, just going round and round. Somebody finally walked out there. I said, "You better watch her. I would run over you," because I said I already knew she was starting to get her mind was getting a little bad, or that she was actually real bad that day. I didn't realize it. Somebody got out there and stopped her, and she said, "Well, I want to get gas. I don't know how to get up to the pump." All you got to do is just pull up there. Well, they got her up there and got her car filled up. She paid, and she went straight home. She drove as good as anybody. Monkey King Metals is here.
What's up, Monkey King? How's it going, man?
Hey, Monkey King.
Are you by the beach up there? He was by the beach. He was on the beach a few years ago in his van, and he was showing off some coins and stuff. He kept a lot of coins in his van back then.
Mhm.
Damn, I could use a damn cigar right now.
Oh, speaking of cigars, Cajun, I got a little 2-pack here a few days ago, and I had these. You know the brand that says BLK. This little 2-pack.
What?
BLK. 3
BL
letters.
Okay.
BLK.
No.
They come in a little old pack where you tear the top off, you know, and it's got a plastic tip on it. Well, anyway, they come up with this new flavor. It smells amazing. It's cocoa. That's the only reason I got one. I heard cocoa, and I was like, I got to try
Oh,
it.
you got a little aluminum foil pack with 2
Yeah.
cigars in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. The
Only
bigger
like
cigars. Yeah, okay, I got you.
$1 and something.
Yeah.
But they smell
Okay.
amazing. That pipe tobacco or whatever.
It's cigar tobacco. It's
Yeah, I
scented.
always throw pipe tobacco, but you know, it's
Yeah.
you gotta go
I
the
don't
wrong way.
like anything with additives in it. You know,
Right.
I used to do the Swisher Sweets, the original, you know, the 20-pack, and then they have the white pack, which is, you know, white with the red lettering instead of the red pack with the white lettering. That's the originals, you know, the full flavor, and then the white pack is with the red trim and lettering is the lights, and it says lights on it.
How
And I
much
used to get those for $8 a carton.
I was just
From Jake's Wholesale, $8 a carton. Now this was years ago. This is over 25 years ago. That's how long I've been smoking cigar about 30 years.
gonna say that's about how much they probably I would expect for a pack now. Of those.
No, actually down here, cigars don't have any tax, like cigarette tax. They
Well,
don't.
I know they're $5 or $6 here for a pack. Of those. I
For
know
cigar,
they are.
like a 20-pack. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's
It's
$18 a carton. 18 a carton, 10 packs, $1.80 a pack. You don't get no deal over here on cigars. You know, if you like say it's $1.80 a pack and you buy a carton, you know, you figure it'd be like a 16, you know, $1 off or so, you know, like cigarettes. No, it's no.
I'm glad I do. I mean, I
Cigarettes,
bought
you
those, but
still
I don't
cheaper.
I don't really
Here
smoke.
it's a 7 a pack up down here, which is that's cheap compared to California and New York. You know, at $16, $20 a pack.
Yeah, I'm just
You
a
get them.
once a year, twice a year smoking. I might smoke one or two, and then I don't smoke, just on a rare occasion.
You get them in Missouri for pretty cheap. I get a carton of Marlboro for under $50 a carton.
Well, that's a good deal.
Damn.
75 or more here, I think, around home here, I think.
Yeah, I bet.
It's here. Well, you see the signs up there where I go, they got on the front window, always
Right.
showing how much stuff is, saying that's a sale price.
Well, yeah, compared to other places, other states, yeah, because it's about $7 here for Marlboros.
When me and my brother were little, we stayed with my grandmother and grandfather, and after school, we come home, and I knew we figured out where my grandpa kept his he smoked Winston cigarettes, and we figured out where he kept them one day. And my brother said, "We get us a pack of them." Said we'll get an empty Folgers coffee can my grandmama had, and when we get through with them of the day, we had a hole dug in the ground back there up by his smokehouse. So we get through smoking them, we dig up, we put that down in there, put the lid on, put the dirt, put some leaves and some stuff around over it. Well, my granddaddy got to watching us. Said every day we got out of school, he noticed we head up the hill and go up by the smokehouse, and said he wondered why we was always in such a hurry to get up there. So one day he's peeking around one of the buildings up there by the chicken house, and he called us, and he said, "I know what y'all doing." Said, "You got my cigarette." Said, "I'm gonna tell you, Daddy, tonight." And we begged him, you know. And I said, "My daddy, he'll beat us to death, you know." So when my dad got off work to pick us up, we were walking to the truck. Me and my brother were just sweating it. And sure enough, we looked behind us. Here comes my granddaddy. He's hollering, "Oh, Pete!" Said, "Wait a minute." And I thought, "Oh Lord, you know, we're going to get it." So he gets down to the truck and he says, "Stella said to tell you to tomorrow when you come home, she's going to cook dinner here. So you get out when you get here and eat before you go home." Whew. Listen, my heart was still beating until I got home so fast. He didn't tell on us. He didn't tell on us. But
Well,
he
he figured you learned a good lesson like that.
oh, I'll never forget that. I won't ever forget it. And then we felt terrible after that. Yeah, he called us. We didn't bother his cigarettes no more.
Yeah.
I bet you.
Yeah, you just knew he was counting on the pack.
Now, way later on in life, when we were grown and gone and married, I finally told my dad about us doing that. He said, "I ought to still whoop you for doing such a thing."
Damn. When my
Well,
dad
then-
found out, I just lit up right in front of him. We was at Lakeview Park, actually, right up the road here, at the beach. There's a beach there, and there's a huge lake there, you know. And then they got a man-made swimming hole, and they got it's kind of like I don't know, set up like tiki style, you know, around the lake and all that. They got cabins there. They used to have a little camp. We call it camps, but they were cabins, but they were big and long, and you had like 3 or 4 in each building, you know, like a duplex, but more of them. And back then you could rent that for like $25 a night, you know, and 2 families could stay in there, you know, 2 big old beds and then some, you know, air mattresses for the kids, you know. Well, I bought a car. I was working, and I was a cook at T-Bow's restaurant in Abbeville, and the cigarette man was there doing the cigarette machine, and he gave me a wholesale price on cigarettes on a carton. So I'm like, all right. Back then I was like about $9 or so, $8 or $9. And actually, I don't know if it was if he gave me a damn wholesale price on that. Well, anyway, so I put the carton of cigarettes behind the seat of my truck, and later on we headed out to Lakeview Park, and you could see my buddy. Yeah, he'd been dead for a long time now. What was his name? He was a Bobineau, Ricky Bobineau. And he drowned at Holly Beach a few years after we was at Lakeview Park. Anyhow, I could see Ricky. He smoked in front of his mom and dad. They let him smoke. He was 16. Well, I was 16. And you could see he was in his car going. I think my sister was riding with him, and I had my sister's friend riding with me. She was kind of like my girlfriend at the time. Well, I could see the smoke coming out of his window. I don't know why he had the window about halfway up. I think messing up my sister's hair or something. I don't know. Anyway, I could see the smoke coming out of his window when he puffed on his cigarette. And I had my windows down. I didn't have no air conditioning in my truck. I had them little vent windows, and she swing out like that, air on you. So you couldn't see no smoke coming out of my windows. And when we got to the lake that afternoon, I lit up right in front. I lit up in front of my mama. She kind of knew I was smoking because I pinched some of her cigarettes off out of her pack. And then Daddy had saw me after that. He said, "You smoke, boy?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." Yes, sir. And I was well out of reach, And he was like, "Well, don't ask me for no money to buy them things. If you want to smoke, you're gonna buy them yourself."
My dad said he used to work at the same gas station back before I was ever born in the world. So he said he was a 2-pack a day smoker back then. Of course, all my life growing up, he didn't smoke. So he said when I worked at the service station, he said I would park right out there on the side of the street where you parked a lot of times, and he said I would get to where I'd leave my cigarettes in the car. So that I was trying to quit. So he said I'd walk to the car and I'd get one. And a little bit I'd go again. He said, so then I got to parking further up the street and get out. He said, heck, he got to where he was parking nearly a quarter mile up the street every day and we'd run up there. He said, I finally broke myself from smoking, parking further away.
That's
so
a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it. Take care, Wayne. Appreciate you coming in. I should have sent him a link.
Cajun, I was working on this thing after we got off the other week. I was having trouble, and I'm only do this one time. So if anybody's got headphones on, cover your ears. I'm going to just do this once. I want to see if it's working today.
Okay.
Hear anything. I don't know.
Yeah, how do you control the audio on that thing?
I wish I could know how to turn that part down. It shows microphone over here, but let's see.
Yeah, because that's too much audio. If you do that too many times on your channel, live on your channel, people gonna leave.
I don't know. I'll have to. I read that book, but I still didn't see about turning down on the output for that. It shows a microphone knob on the top left, and on the top right, it shows for my headphones what I'm hearing back.
You don't have a master volume on it? Well, that probably won't do it anyway. Terry, what's up, Mona Me? How you doing? Late to the show. Got
It just says
stove. There you go.
there's a
It's
high,
snowing. It's snowing everywhere.
high, mid-range, and low, and effect and reverb. And my effect and reverb, I have that all turned pretty much way down.
High, mids, and lows. That's just the quality of your tone. Bass. High, mids, highs. I had all that on my mixing board when I had a PV MR7 when I was DJing, That was a big mixing board. The thing was about 15, 16 inches wide and about the same deep. And I had over 100 knobs on that thing and faders. So I mean, it was DJ equipment. So that was brand name stuff. I had a PVCS 400 and a PVCS 800. That was all rack mounted. Everything was rack mounted, and I had my turntables on top. They were in a box, about 4-inch sides on it, and there were 2 turntables wide and a panner mixer in between on top, and then my light, so I could see my right there, because it's some barroom dark as hell.
I made a picture of it. I'm just off throw it on there.
Oh yeah, I did, Tarek, and he started cussing and this and that. I asked him a simple question, and he started cussing and all that, and I just hung up on his dumb ass.
That's what it looks like. I just made a picture of it. Laid it in front
That's a nice soundboard. Is that the one you got with the microphone for like $40-$50?
Actually, this one was different. That I traded for this one. This is just a Walmart. They actually sell that in Walmart.
In Walmart?
Yeah, in the
What-
store. It's
what
only
area?
$29. They were $29, but I've
What,
had it a long time.
Electronics?
Back in electronics, you'll find the stuff for streaming and for cell phones and stuff where people do their little pod streams and stuff, and they actually had that back there.
Don't be down. I never looked for them. I don't hardly go in electronics.
It's Vivitar. I think that's the name of it. Heck, I don't know. I've had it so long I don't remember. You don't say.
Oh yeah, 2 turntables and a microphone. Yeah, I had my mic on a mic stand that was screwed, gooseneck mic stand, and I had a little three screw hole flange, and I just screwed my gooseneck in there after it was screwed to the box. And it wasn't exactly in the middle. It was more to the side a little bit, to the left turntable, and it came up, and it was like a 24-inch or 28-inch, 30-inch gooseneck, and all I had to do was just step up to it, and I could talk. I always like to have my hands free on the mixing board. Yeah, tap, tap, tap. Hey, anybody can hear me on this microscope? Like what Dave Petty gonna say. No, that was Murray Comp. Anybody can hear me on this microscope?
Yeah.
That was a good comedian right there. He passed away a while back. I gotta get some more coffee, and I gotta lean off the dock. So Phil Guy, do the lean off the dock. Somebody do the commercial.
Phil Guy. Phil Guy's in the chat.
He was.
No, the chat.
He was in chat a while ago.
Whew, it is cold out here. 15 degrees.
15.
15.
You in Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri?
No, out past Topeka.
Oh, okay.
West of Topeka.
Okay.
I had to come out here and pick up a load of stuff to take out the Charlotte.
Well, if you ever coming through Tennessee one day down here close to home, if you ain't too far away someday, I'll run up and meet you, say hello.
Where's that at?
I'm in Gleason, Tennessee. I'm in Northwest Tennessee.
Okay,
I'm 30. You probably don't never run Highway 22 4-lane. I don't suppose you ever run 22.
Maybe.
4-lane, but it hits I-40, and from where I live exactly, it's about 32, 35 miles from my house to the interstate.
Close to Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, I'm 50 miles, and when you come on down towards Nashville from Jackson, I'm trying to think. I get on at the 108. At the 108.
Oh, okay.
So, and in Jackson, you're at Exit 80 as
80,
well as
80, 87 or something like that.
80 is the one you get off to get on Highway 45, exit 80.
Hmm.
But yeah, if you go on down and you get on down towards Nashville there a little more, I'm right dead center between Memphis and Nashville when you come to the interstate. It's about the
So
same
you're
amount of miles, either one, to Nashville or Memphis, 130 miles from my house.
that ain't far.
My uncle lived in Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, I think you told me that once, Cajun.
He was
Let's get some heat.
top salesman, big shot at the Budweiser plant over there, in Jackson, or around Jackson or wherever. But he lived in Jackson. He said, I guessed it. I never did ask him where the Budweiser plant was. It was one of the main plants. You know, it was a can, a bottlery. You know, they did bottles and cans there. You know, they made the beer there. Quick rinse it back.
Oh,
Anyway, he move, dog. Move, baby. Move. I can't have you right there. Get in the middle. Get in that little cubby hole.
well, Bush
Move
Baked
here.
Beans has got a plant out in Danridge, Tennessee.
Oh,
Not that
what?
close or not. Bush Baked Beans.
Oh,
They got a plant out in Danridge. Out there by
appreciate it there, Pat Paulson. I ain't had a super chat in a long time. And I think I got $20 for that $100 check. That's it. I think now it might be $15. Thank you, Pat. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And I see it right there. I read it. Boom for the alternator fund. I already got the alternator. That's sitting in the box on the chair by the door.
No, I picked up a load of tin plate for him. I took it to him last week.
10 plate. Oh, to make the cans. I thought
Yeah.
they got empty cans and lids from a can maker.
No.
Unless they got their own. Quentin Nelson, what's up, mon ami? And we got some of the barbecue community in here, cooking community in here tonight. Oh,
I mean,
Quentin
they might get some of the cans done
They
up.
probably got their own canning to make their own cans. It saves them a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Like Steen syrup, you know, in the yellow can. I made a few trips to Georgia to pick up cans for the syrup mill. I used to drive a truck for them,
That
big
shit
truck.
is
I used to haul a cane, and then I did a few trips. I wasn't actually on the payroll. I was on the payroll still because I worked there from season to season, year to year. It just they asked me to go to Georgia because the regular guy that would do it couldn't make it. He was, I don't know, sick or something, or had surgery or something. So I did a couple loads, and they paid me handsomely too. Paid me well to do it. Took me a little longer the first time to go because I didn't know where it was at. You know, I had a map, you know, didn't have no Google Maps back then or GPS. I had a map, you know, but just to make sure, I was stopping at a few truck stops, you know, get something to eat, and then asked, hey, am I on the right path to Georgia?
A lot of steel coals and stuff like that. This load right here is actually the first load I haven't had steel coals in the back of my trailer. Steel or aluminum.
Oh, steel coil. Oh boy, oh joy. That's bad news there.
I've been hauling more aluminum coils, that high dollar aluminum coil stuff, for the past couple of weeks.
Pat Paulson said, "Who's got the best 11 meter rig these years that can bump up to 10 or 0.75? 0.75. You mean like 3/4 of a watt and then swing the 10 on your audio, you know, for a kicker or something? Save those car racks. Oh yeah, you make some good tables with them.
Who wants coil racks?
I know Pat said save them. He says
Pat, you
collie
want
rack,
coil racks?
but I think it's coil racks. But here's recognize that one? It's missing the frequency counter in it. See the plugs? That's a large, extra large frequency counter that goes in here from this side right here all the way and bumps the echo board right here. What does that look like to you, Raisin? What does that front cover look like to you? I bet you Pat knows.
Yeah, Galaxy or Cobra.
Yeah, no, not a Cobra. Oh, 10
Galaxy
millimeters,
or,
10 meters to 440. I think Kenwood's got a rig that does. Kenwood's got a new rig out now. I think it's they got an
That's
Icon.
not a General, is it?
No, that's not a Cobra.
No, I'm talking about a General. General Lee.
Oh, it's kind of close to it, a little ways off. That's a North Star 880. It's HL. It's actually a Galaxy 88.
I've got my Galaxy in my truck with the antennas.
I don't know of any small frame radio like this that can go from 10 meter to, and I mean small frame, small chassis like this. Unless it's all micro, SMD micro components in it, then you'll have something that'll go from the, man, that's extremes going from 10 meters to 220 or 440. I'm sorry, 440. That's extreme jump. That's a lot of gap in frequency. You got 10 meters starts at 2800 megahertz, and then 440 megahertz. That's 2800 to 440. That's a big difference. That's a big jump.
What's it take to run something like that?
What?
That radio?
What? The one I showed or the one Pat Paulson's talking about?
The one you showing?
What's it take to run one like that? Heavy duty wires.
Thought so.
Heavy duty wires, because the little 18 gauge that you get, 29 or 25 ain't gonna run that radio. Oh, it will. Don't get me wrong, but it ain't gonna. It's gonna choke the amperage down, and you ain't gonna. It'll talk and get out, but it'll get out better. Do some like a 10 gauge wire on it, 12 gauge wire, and then solder it to the right before the plug, or just take the plug out and solder the wires to the board. That would be the best thing to do. And that way you got a good connection. You ain't got no impedance bump like that nowhere in the line. But like this one here from the plug, it's got two chokes coming down. And that's probably for noise, alternator noise. You got two chokes, one on the hot, one on the ground.
Dude, this little
Waiting
radio.
for your grandbaby. That'll work. My grandbaby's 13 years old. She's a grown girl.
But does Pat want some coil racks?
I don't know. He just said save them. He probably meant for you to save them for yourself. But I know it's kind of hard to strap one of them things down and give it a ride on a flatbed for 2 months before you get home.
It ain't no thing. They're small enough to put in a side box.
Is my microphone sound? Is it a lot lower now, Cajun? The
Oh,
microphone.
you sound good.
But I turned my microphone down. I'm wondering if my output is lower.
You ain't talked in a while, so
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference.
Before I had it a while ago. So yeah, that's making now I'm louder and I'm not talking any different.
A coil rig. Y'all talking about a coil rack, or a collie rack, coil rack?
Steel coils. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, them big. But Wait, which one's the rack? I mean, is it the spool? No. Oh, okay. Now, wait, hold on. The steel coils are just a roll upon themselves, and they strapped. If anything, if them straps break, man, you got a big old spring. Bye. You know?
If one of those break loose, you got a whole fucking mess. You
Yeah.
better hope you're not close to it.
You got a cluster doodle. Yeah, because it'll cut you in half. It would cut you in half.
That thing will kill you.
Yeah. Well, what you talking about the coil racks? The inside part?
Probably the thing you put the coil inside to. You lay it on the deck and you put two timbers that are beveled. They got beveled edges on them, and you set the coil down inside. Then you chain it down.
Man, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of the big coil racks that stand up and that are binded down with chain, and and they steel coils. You know, they standing up on their.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And well, that I guess they got the inside part, or where it starts the turnings, and then it goes out. Then you got the finished product, and it's banded so it don't come apart. And they standing up on a damn flatbed, and you see them going down the road. All of a sudden, boom, or it falls off and it busts, and you know you got a clusterfuck.
Yeah,
The timbers for the decking. Okay.
It wasn't strapped. It wasn't chained down right. That's why it comes off the damn deck.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of horror stories, on videos on that. What's up, Dave?
Same old shit, just different day.
Different day.
Yeah, I was just outside touching up the snow. Snow's still blowing all over the place.
Damn. What is that? Oh, the wind, with the wind blowing?
Yeah, I got about 9 inches at my house last night.
Yeah, I saw the weather today and on the Weather Channel, and all the up north, you know, from them two storms. There was Harold or something, Harlow, the winter storm Harlow, and then Ileana's right behind it, and that's going to be, you know, but they say it's going to be snow drifts, you know, wind driven snow up to like 9-10 feet in places.
We supposed to get a little snow here next Tuesday night and Wednesday.
I got about 9 inches, and I went to start my snowblower because I haven't used it. I don't think I even used my big one last year.
Oh boy.
A guy was throwing away a snowblower in the trash. One night I was on my way home. In fact, it would have been a Thursday night because I walked and I put it out to the trash, and I stopped my truck. I said, "You throwing that out?" He said, "Yeah, my wife made me buy this electric fancy one because this thing doesn't start, or I can't get the son of a bitch to start, and she don't like the noise." So he's got this, you know, cordless snowblower now. I actually watched it use it. It works pretty impressively. And like I say, we had about 8-9 inches of snow last night, and I didn't want to use this little single stage piece of crap that only does a path so wide. I'm gonna get my big guy out. That's like a 26-inch path or 24-inch path. I think it's 24 inches.
Yeah, 24. I think.
Fucker won't start, man. Shoot it with a little carb cleaner, and it starts right up until the carb cleaner runs out. So I started taking the carb apart. Dude, the fuel that was in the float in the bowl, it didn't even smell like fuel.
Jelly?
Yeah, it didn't even smell like fuel anymore.
No, I mean, was it jelly? A little jelly?
No.
It was still a liquid state.
Yeah, it was just very dark.
Oh yeah, it turned into varnish.
And so I ended up draining out the gas tank, took the carb off the thing, cleaned it all out. Then I noticed that the float was bad. And I actually have spare parts for shit around here for those old old Tecumseh motors and shit. It's a Tecumseh engine.
One of them good Tecumsehs on it. Yeah, man, that's you
I
don't see a lot of Briggs and Strattons on snowboards. You see Tecumseh, you know, and them old ones are the best ones.
Yeah, so I dug around and found a bunch of extra carbs, and I bottom line, I got it all running and all working, but it was a little late last night when I went out and plowed.
What's up, Braxton? Yeah, Bat. I heard about that. It said North Louisiana, middle of Arkansas is going to be getting some cold weather too.
And the first,
Yeah.
the first time I took the carb off and cleaned it all up, did it, cleaned everything all out and took a little wire and cleaned all the little orifices out. Just cleaned it all up. Put fresh fuel in it and all that. It started right up, ran good. I shut it off and I was sitting here just taking a breather, and all of a sudden I'm watching it, and freaking fuel's pouring out the freaking carburetor. I still didn't put the cover back on yet. That's when I realized the float wasn't sealing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I didn't take the whole carb off. I just took the float bowl off, and I was able to find parts, and I put a new float up in there, new pintle and pintle, and
I won that, Cajun. I showed it the other day. Y'all talking about it, but I entered this drawing last year at I was with my daughter at some kind of an auction house, but I won that.
Yeah, man.
That was a hell of a Christmas present. That's a built
headlight on it too?
4-inch.
Has that got a headlight on it too?
Yeah, it's got a super set of headlights up here across up there on the top.
Yeah.
And it's got electric start on it or a pull start.
Yeah, mine does too.
Got a big
That electric is so much nice.
on it.
Mine don't have a pull start anymore because I went to go pull it a couple years ago and I broke the freaking string, and my lazy ass has never got a new string for it. I just got to restring it, but I just said the hell with it because I can hook it up to an electrical cord and just start the thing. Don't have to pull on nothing. So.
Yeah, man, that electric start is whiz, man. It whizzes that thing over.
The one thing that's a bitch is one thing that pissed me off one time was a couple years back when we had a really big snowfall. I was pushing it and going too fast, too hard. And it was a heavy snowfall. We had like 12, 13 inches, but it was also a heavier snow. And I stalled the son of a bitch way down the street because I was being a nice guy and doing all sidewalks and all that.
You couldn't start it.
I couldn't start it. There's no cord. So I had to drag that son of a bitch all the way back to the house to plug it in. I was kind of pissed off that night. But I do have to stop and get a new cord for it. I bought one time, 3 years ago. I bought a new cord for it, but it was just some generic thing.
Oh yeah.
And it was way too short. It didn't give you a long enough pull. It's like that.
Yeah.
Well, I have a repair shop that does all kinds of small engine repairs of all types, and like anything from a chainsaw to riding mowers, all that kind of crap.
What's the number on that Tecumseh engine? Does it start with an H, like H80, H80?
I don't know.
Or something.
Numbers. Let me see.
Because you got to watch out for the motion tube. Well, let me wait till he gets back. You probably won't be able to hear me. Hey, Jason. Oh, you got your headphones on. Okay.
That's the guy I used to work for. Give me a new hat from years ago. I worked for. I went and visited him, and they still run an electrical contracting and some computerized work, electrical that runs things at factories and stuff. But
okay.
Give me a nice hat.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with a free hat.
Oh, I love my hats.
Taking a quick look at them.
Nothing there. What's up, girl? I still got my Evinrude hat from Pat Paulson and the crew, the gang.
Taking a quick look at it. I didn't see obvious numbers on it.
I didn't know if it was an 8 horse or 10 horse or what. A H80 is going to be an 8 horse, and you got to watch out when you're messing in them carburetors. Don't go inside of that Ventura and you see a little pink or red or blue or whatever emulsion tube. You stay away from those colors. They're real easy to break. But the seat is more like going to be a brass seat.
I honestly think
a rubber.
I think this is only a 5 horse.
Oh, 5? Okay. Well, it's
It's
even
old,
easier. Well,
man.
all the carburetors are just about the same, you know,
Yeah,
sa-
this
I mean,
thing's old.
same make of carb, but what you do, you soak. Do you got an ultrasonic cleaner at work or at your
My what?
house?
What's
An
that?
ultrasonic cleaner.
No.
No, y'all don't clean parts with ultrasonic cleaner. For little stuff with small holes, tiny stuff. Wow, man, I would clean that carb out real good. Put it on like a 30-minute soak. You know, with that ultrasonic.
She runs like a champ now because I've been meaning to fix the carb up for a long time.
Wait,
You say that
put an on-off valve on the fuel line if you
I have an
can.
on-off valve.
Huh?
I have a valve on it.
Okay, well turn it off after you run it, and that way it don't leak all your gas out.
What do you mean it don't leak gas out?
Well, you said your car was leaking out the
I
Ventura.
fixed it. It was leaking.
Oh, you did fix it. Oh, okay. I got you.
I got extra parts here. I got extra parts. Man.
Hey, Cajun, I enjoyed being up tonight, y'all. I got to step out. I won't have to go a while. I might be in chat for a few minutes, but I got to step out for a while.
All right, Glenn. Take it easy,
Have
Marty.
a good night.
It's just this little stupid guy.
Yeah, that's an aftermarket or a True Blue Tecumseh.
This is a true Tecumseh.
Oh, good.
It's an older one I had around the house. But you know, it's stupid air screw that's in here. It's on the side here. I took that thing was so plugged up that I've been meaning to fix it for years. I've been a lazy ass because it had one of those idles where it go.
It was hunting.
Yeah, and you know it's on those Tecumsehs. It's because that stupid. Sometimes there's a plug over it, like right here.
That's in the idle circuit in the carburetor. That's what causes that hunting.
Well, it's that stupid this little air vent.
But yeah, that's your idle circuit right there. That little screw, that stupid little screw. That's your idle circuit.
It's no adjustment to it. It just gets dirty.
Yeah, you take the screw out of it, and that's your circuit. And then you gotta because a ultrasonic cleaner will get all them little bitty me's out of them, that idle circuit and all that.
Yeah, I just had to clean it up,
buddy.
and it run. I've been meaning to do that for a long time, and boy, idle's nice and smooth now. Sounds real good now. Sounds better than it has for the last 10 years. I've been saying, "Oh, I'm going to get off my ass and go take that carb apart, clean it all up." Probably never even had to take it off the car, off the blower. All you got to do is pop the little plug off and take that screw out, clean that screw up real good, make sure the hole's clear and all that. And that hunting idle will stop on a Tecumseh engine.
Oh yeah, Briggs too. It's not the same idle circuit. It's but the idle circuits are there in the Briggs carburetor, but you don't have that little screw to undo. You have a Welch plug, a little round silver plug that's domed. I saw one on yours, or two. You actually got two on there. You got one inside and one outside. That's just, some of them are to stop up a molding hole, you know, when they mold them, or they drill. Actually, they are blocks. Some of them are blocks of aluminum they start out with, and they cut in that fashion. But when they drill the holes in them, all them little holes that meet up and at angles, where some of those, when they finish drilling all that out, they Welch plug it, because they had to make a hole there. And you take them Welch plugs out, and some of them are for taking off, because when you buy a kit, you get the Welch plugs in there, and you either ultrasonic cleaner, put those in that, and they'll get all that shit out of there, or spray it good with carb spray. And a lot of times you don't get so lucky, on carb spray, and you do have to put them in the ultrasonic. Depends on how long they've been sitting, because all that old ethanol gas, that stuff does wonders on carbs. I mean, when I was heavy on working on small engines, yeah, we had ultrasonic cleaner, and it got dropped. Somebody dropped it. I wonder who that was. Johnny Best. He dropped the ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah. He sure did. Went to pieces. All the plastic around the top little to that the tub sat in and all that. The tub didn't want to sit in it no more, and it it was all messed up. And it was only $60 from Harbor Freight, but that was a damn good ultrasonic cleaner. Damn good ultrasonic cleaner for being a Harbor Freight one.
Uh-huh.
I got all the electronics out of it in a box. Got ultrasonic cleaner wrote on the box. It was working, so. No, I hadn't seen Hector in a while, Pat. Sure I haven't. And I'm getting hungry. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. I've been on here. I can go an extra 10, 15 minutes since I barely hear that little thumping in the computer. It sounds like it's coming from the speakers. It is, I think. Let me see. Oh yeah, it is coming from the speakers. I don't know if there's a. I was going to try them other speakers and I forgot about it. I got another set of speakers that I made a signal tracer with for tracking signals. I got 2 different probes made for that. But anyway, I still it still can be used as computer speakers. All I got to do is plug the power up to 110, put it in the speakers, and then plug the speakers into the laptop. And I'll see if it's that. If I don't hear it, I know it's these speakers or in the jack right here somewhere. I thought it was the hard drive making that noise. I was like, man, before I went live, I made a comment. I says, I might be a little late. I got to take this PC, this laptop apart and see where that noise is coming from. I thought it was coming from the fan, not blowing or, and making like a thumping noise like that, but it wasn't. Fan was working fine. And I'm like, okay, well, put it back together and see what's up. So I just kind of clicked the back cover on, put all the wires back in it, and fired it up again, and it's still making the noise, but not as bad. I mean, it was loud earlier. It was loud enough to where I think the microphone would have picked it up. Y'all don't hear no little hum in there, do you?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, believe it or not, after looking around my garage for an hour and 20 minutes, boo, I found a new float kit for Tecumseh Carb. It had the new float in it. It had the new pintle in it, and the new seat for the float. Because the older Tecumsehs, there was a little rubber seat that was down in there.
Yeah, some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah, I
got a brass seat in it, and you got to actually jack that thing out of there. I made my own jacks for Kohler carbs.
Yeah, I actually found a kit. I actually found a kit in this garage that was still in the bag.
Damn.
Instead, the float bowl gasket and all that. And I'm like, son of a bitch, this thing's old as hell.
Yeah, new old stock.
I bet that was that was probably out of shit I took from my parents' house when my dad passed away.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that was for me. I don't think I ever bought that. But my dad never threw anything away like that. So,
all right. Yeah, if that little because those little seats in there are made out of Viton.
Yeah, I have
a breakdown. Briggs and Stratton. I've got 1 million of those little.
I got parts for all kinds of shit because my dad took all the stuff from the farm when my grandpa passed away. After they slowly but surely weeded off all the farm equipment, he still kept all the shit. But we do have a tractor out there still. We still have a 1946 Al's Chalmers tractor that I got all kinds of parts for. I got shit to rebuild the carb on that thing. And
a 46, is that the one with the tires that are close together on the front?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think they had a wide. I think they had a wide, whatever they call it. I think they made one in 1946 too, where the wheels were far apart.
On the front?
This one, yeah, this one they're
I know that 52 we had was it was a Super A is what it was. It was a Super A. So it had the wide front and it was an offset tractor. I mean, the seat and the engine were offset to the left. And that way you could see the center for your rolls and stuff when you was making rolls. And you got a two bar on the back that goes up and down. You don't have a 3-point hitch on those Allis-Chalmers.
Yeah, it's a two, and the seat is offset a little bit.
Yeah, to the left. Well, on the on the offset tractor, the front end is wide because you got your center point that you're looking at. You know, if it's offset, it's got to be the wide front.
No, it's not the wide front. They're
4 foot wide.
No, they're right on top of each other. The two wheels.
Okay, well then that's the old
It does
style,
seem like-
and
it does seem like
it's not
the-
offset because if it was offset, you won't have your middle sights.
It might have been my dad's tractor that was offset then. That was a John Deere with the wheels
Oh,
apart.
I don't know about the John Deere being offset. I know the Super A's, Allis-Chalmers were offset. Some of them, not all of them, just some of them. The Super A's were, the A's and the Super A's. The Super A was a bigger tractor, taller tires, and this was a high crop, they call it. Pat said a signal counter can help. Not picking up what you're laying down on that one. I got a signal generator. I got 3 of those. I got a big one, a big HP. That's the Mac Daddy right there, bro. That thing is like 20 grand new, brand new in 1985. All that laboratory equipment, that shit's expensive when it comes out. But that signal trace I was talking about, that's just a circuit inside of that. You build a circuit on a little board and then put that inside of the speakers that are amplified, and that's what does the trick. And then your probe, you have your probe with, you can make them out of a big Sharpie. The big ones like a Marker-Lite, the old style. I gotta get me some more coffee. I gotta get some food out to heat up too.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight. So what's been going on, Quick Wrench?
Same old shit. It's a different
Too
day.
much. Damn. Come on, get up this hill. Let's go. I get to go play in the damn ice in this parking lot.
I put a picture up of what the tractor looks like.
Yeah.
Except mine looks a little bit nicer than that one. Mine's been painted before. Not a whole lot nicer, but it looks nicer than that one.
Can you blow it up a little bit?
Probably not. Let me see.
Oh, it's not in a PDF?
No. Let's see here.
Put your cursor button. Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah, that's in the middle. The engine's in the middle. The seat's in the middle.
Yeah, and we have an upgraded seat on ours. It's actually cushioned.
Yeah. You got that off the inner screen?
What's that?
Off the, you got that off the inner screen website?
Yeah.
Internet?
Yeah, I didn't have a picture on my computer of the tractor.
Oh, that one still got a 6-volt generator on it. You see it right there in the front?
Yeah.
Right behind the radiator? That's a 6-volt generator.
Mine's
Those had 6 volts on them. I converted the one we had to a 12 volt.
yeah, ours has been converted to 12 volt too. But a couple years back, I put a new exhaust on it, new exhaust manifold and shit. And I had to put a new radiator. You can still get parts for these things.
Yeah, they got an antique tractor place down the road. This guy redoes them, and they got one in Houma too.
It's still operating.
When you got out, I had it on full profile.
Yeah,
I had I was like, what the hell?
last summer I fixed the hydraulics on it because the hydraulics weren't working. But
Wait, repeat that. I was coughing, didn't hear you.
the hydraulics went out on it. I had to fix the hydraulics on it last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a little bitch, wasn't it?
What's that?
That was a little bitch fixing that.
I had help.
You had help?
Help from an old guy down the road that knows what he was doing.
Oh, okay. Because those pumps, they're not like a power steering pump where you just, take it off the thing, take the belt off of it, like a power steering pump on a car. Those hydraulic pumps ain't like that. They work off the engine. They got if it's the same style engine as the one that was on the Super 8, the hydraulic is built in on the engine.
Got a guy that keeps trying to buy it off us. I might sell it.
You got any row hippers for it? You got any row hippers, sights? Do you have any sights for it? Cultivators and row hippers for it to go on the two bar in the back?
We got a single row plow. I got a rake or whatever you want to call it, drag.
A harrow, yeah, rake harrow.
Yeah, one of the discus things. The plow's not too good anymore. It needs new points.
There's a single plow, single throw, not a double throw, single throw.
I'm trying to think. Does it do one row or two? I think it does two.
No, I'm talking about you know how it comes down to a point?
Yeah.
You got some of them that throw a plow that'll throw the dirt over on each side. Then you got your single plow that just throws it on one side.
No, it's each side.
Okay, that's a double. Well, it's not, like two plows. No, it throws out on both sides. I would just nickname it a double because the other one's a single and just throw it to the left. And now, do you have the two, like one on each side of the toolbar? A disc. It's got 2 discs or 3 discs. One on each side of the toolbar, and you can cock them this way and that way.
Yeah, it's got some kind of discs on. I haven't used it.
Row hippers. Those are row hippers. Or a plow. You can pull them straight, cock just a little bit, and you plow with it. And then you can do that with your spring tool too.
I haven't used the plow on that or any of that stuff in years.
Well, yeah, you probably hadn't made a big enough garden or whatever. That's why.
Haven't done anything out there on the property really, except go out there and hunt.
Well, that's some good virgin land then.
I haven't gone out there. All I've done, I've gone out there hunting.
Oh, okay.
In fact, we probably lost since my grandfather stopped actively farming it. we probably have lost. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's probably 25 acres or so
Back
of
to Mother
field,
Nature.
of field. So yeah, to Mother Nature and trees and shrubbery and
Reclaimed it. Mother Nature reclaimed the land. It'll take a dozer to get that cleared off.
well, the total farm is 180 acres, but 90 of it's ours. 90 of it's my uncle's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that was your grandpa, so
Yeah.
shared in
Well,
the family,
son.
shared between the kids, which is your dad and your uncle.
Yeah.
Anybody live in the house, or there's no house on the land?
We tore it down last year.
Okay, so there's a barn to hold all the equipment and storage. No storage, no barn, no shed, big shed, nothing. So you just got a damn tractor out there in the field.
It's covered up with the pool cover, no pool cover.
Okay.
I go out there and start it up every once in a while, and
Right.
I'll run it around and shit. Make sure the tires are aired up. So I
Oh,
said,
that's a good thing, man.
that's what I said. I think I'm just gonna sell it. I
You
was
probably
ever
get
gonna
about 1,500 for it, 2,000. I don't know the prices of tractors up there, but something like that, running, driving around, yeah, you get 1,500 for it. Easy down here, 2,000.
See, that's not my style of tractor, man. If I was gonna get into the farming game and start farming up there again, I would want one that's got an AM, FM radio in it, CD, Sirius radio, XM radio, heated and cooled cab. You know what I'm talking about, man. I want one that would just drive over trees.
Right.
But that's probably what, $150,000, $200,000 tractor.
Probably, if not more.
Well, I know that farm equipment's expensive, man. The new farm equipment. And
That was full weight.
my uncle every once in a while asks if he can use the tractor, and I tell him, go the fuck ahead.
Yeah, it's part his anyway.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's not?
No, but I tell him, go ahead, use it. Even though he's an asshole and we really don't talk and nobody talks to him.
Oh,
He's got a farm-all tractor, an old-ass farm-all. I don't know
Well,
exactly what year it is.
that's what that is, a farm-all, ain't it? Or it's not a farm-all?
No, it's a farm-all, the brand.
Well, yeah, International Harvester made the farm-all. Didn't you say that was an International Harvester?
No, I said it was Alice Chalmers.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
I heard you say Alice Chalmers.
Chalmers is
International
orange.
Harvester
Farm-all was red.
registered in the brain. Okay. Alice Chalmers. Yeah. I used to run a 7080 Alice Chalmers years ago when I was doing rice and beans for George Segrera. That was our spare tractor, a 7080. Mine was in the shop for service. Brand new service. We had brand new tractors on the farm. We had a 2165. These are whites, white, like white Volvo. Same company, white. We had a 2165 and a 2180. Man, those brand spanking new, man. Still had the new, after 6 months, still had that new smell in there. Man, those are nice. I mean, air conditioned, AM, FM cassette, stereo, nice, speakers and a good sound system. Nice seat. Man, shot, wasn't airbags or nothing like that. And tilt steering, man, I forget how many, 12 speed transmission, high and low and all. Oh man, that was nice. That was nice. But we had an Alice Chalmers 7080. Now all these tractors are dual wheel in the back. They small tires in the front. They wasn't front assist or 4-wheel drive. They were just regular tires on the front, wide front ends naturally, because these are big, huge tractors. And that 7080, man, God, that thing was a rough riding tractor. My tractor was in for service, you know, the break-in period and all that stuff. After like 3 months, I think he got so many hours. The first 3 services are free. They were back then. And anyway, and we were still plowing, and we had like 1,500 acres that we were doing. Rice and beans all together. What's up, Billy? You must have been working for the levee board. Not quite. You know, with them row hippers, hell yeah, that's a levee plow. Row hippers, you know, if you get a big row hipper, that is actually a levee plow. Make a levee with it. And we made a lot of them in crawfish ponds, rice fields, a lot of them. Depending on how bad the land was, the grade. The less the grade, the less levees. The more the grade, the more levees. You got to keep that water the same height from left to right, you know, more or less, you know, inch or 2 off.
Are you familiar with the John Deere G, a John Deere G tractor?
G? Yeah, that's the old ones. 2-cylinder?
Yeah,
engine?
my father used to have one of those.
Yeah, 2-cylinder. Yeah, I know those. They got the antique tractor pulls over here in Basile, and me and Johnny Gold.
That thing would pull us still for 2-cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
The Allis Chalmers, dude. If you put it
pistons that big around in them damn things.
The Allis Chalmers, dude. If you rev up the RPMs high enough and you pop the clutch real fast in first gear, it pops a fucking hell of a wheelie.
In first gear, really?
Yeah, it's a 4-cylinder.
That must have been first high or something, because I know. Damn.
It'll throw you right the hell off of it if you're not holding on. I just remember when I was younger, man. My grandpa used to get so pissed when I do that with it. You're gonna break it, son of a bitch. Yeah, and you're the dumb shit that thought you could drive through a swamp with it. I'll never forget that. My grandpa's, and I'm on the tractor sitting on like the wheel well, and he's sitting in the seat. And he's like, I'm like, Grandpa, what are you doing? He goes, watch how good this thing goes. Nothing stops this thing. So he starts to go through the swamp.
Down to the
on our property.
Footrest to the belly.
Dude, he buried that fucker all the way up to the fucking halfway up the rear axles, man. We were in the swamp. The swamp, like basically right where the engine starts, is how deep we were in the swamp. Stuck as all shit. Couldn't go forward, couldn't go backward. So we had to get off, walk through the freaking swamp, stinking like shit, all mucky, muddy and shit. We go back, and my grandpa's like, he tells my dad, he said, Walter, I need your help. He said, go fire up your tractor. He goes, I got the tractor stuck back there in the mud. That's what he's telling me, in the mud.
Yeah.
He looks at me, he goes, don't tell your grandma, don't tell your Busha it's a swamp.
What's up, Renegade? How's it going,
my dad's starting up the John Deere. Then he realizes it's almost out of fuel. So he's filling it up. They had a big gas tank, a big pump out there at the time, one of those above ground.
Yeah,
tanks.
gravity fed, yeah.
Gravity
on top of a tripod, not a tripod, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're real fucking I'll tell you what, now that I look back at it after I got all that shit out of there, they were real fucking geniuses too. You know where they had the fucking thing? You know where they had the thing stationed? About fucking 8 foot from where their well was.
Oh, no shit.
So any fuel that they'd spill or leak would go down in the ground.
Yeah, but
they probably didn't make it to the water.
The well? How deep was the well?
Not that deep, only like 58 feet.
Oh yeah, it would take forever for any amount of fuel to get through there. And even if it would, it's all filtered out.
Yeah, but it was still, I was like, I started thinking about when I was getting that tank removed and shit. But and then my uncle's gonna be a hero. He has a big old Dodge pickup truck back in the day. And 4-wheel drive, get mud tires on. Oh, I'll go pull it up. I'm 4-wheel drive. And my dad's like, "You're gonna get stuck. You're gonna get stuck." Next thing you know, my dad finally gets his tractor fired up. We get out there, and guess what? My uncle got his truck buried and stuck. So my dad works on getting my uncle out of the swamp first. Because he had to back, the chains weren't long enough that they were using. He had to back up into the swamp a little bit. And then once we got my uncle out with his Dodge truck, my dad's trying to get the Alice Chalmers out. And I mean, my dad's pulling wheelies with this freaking John Deere. I mean, like, it's looking dangerous now. I mean, he's going back and tugging, and I mean, he's literally pulling wheelies with this John Deere. And we're barely budging this Alice Chalmers tractor out of the swamp. So then my uncle, we went back he drove back and got another set of chains. And it took the two of them yanking on my grandpa's freaking tractor to get him out of the damn swamp.
Damn. Yeah, he was buried.
And so when we get back, he gets back and my grandma looks at him immediately and she goes, "You fucking doopy-ass. You tried to drive through the swamp, didn't you?" And he's like, "No, I was just stuck in the mud." That deep? There's no mud that fucking deep anywhere back there. And I'm like, I look at my grandma and I'm like, look at Boots. I'm like, yeah, Grandpa tried to drive through the swamp.
And them old John, that was the John Deere. Them old big John Deeres, man. Those were heavy tractors. They were big.
Yeah, it was a big tractor.
Yeah.
Big
G series were big. Yeah. I mean, they had tires. They were way. That was like two of that red tractor you showed a while ago, or 1.5 times.
Oh yeah, it was quite a bit bigger than that one.
Huh?
It was quite a bit bigger than that one.
Yeah. I know the G series. Well, guys, I gotta go. I gotta give me something to eat. Missy made a Mexican or Cajun style cornbread yesterday, and I'm fixing to munch down on some of that. All I gotta do is reheat it. But I'm hungry. I didn't eat all day. My damn nights and days been mixed up. I got up at I took a nap. I got up at 11. Then I lay down at 8. I got up early, got up at 11, then had about 2 hours nap this afternoon. And I'm hungry. And I know as soon as I eat, I'm going to be closing my eyes. Now I got to call Full Wave Rec back. Full Wave Rec just about blind. He can't see anymore. He got cataracts. But the VA is going to fix his eyes for him in, I think, 2 weeks. They're going to take them cataracts out. That's why he hadn't been here. He can't see shit. So if y'all want to say y'all outros, I'm going to do mine, and I'm going to catch y'all next week.
Well, everybody have a good rest of your week and have a safe rest of your week. And Renegade, what's up? Nice for you to pop in. And as always, thanks for having me on. And Raging, keep the wheels spinning and stay warm out there.
Like 15 degrees out here right now.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of chilly here too. It's only probably about 18 right now.
Well, anyway, sorry it's taking me so long to get up on these panels, but job comes first now since I'm driving during the day. But I get on live streams as I can. But we'll see going forward. But Boudreaux, thanks for the link. Dave, good to see you. Everybody in chat, y'all stay safe out there. Stay warm. Golly, if you're up in these high air, up in this north with these single or teens, just stay warm. Nonetheless, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beavers grinning. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right, Dave. Appreciate you coming up. Raising Cajun, appreciate you coming up. Watch them avalanches out there. There's one in Idaho, southern Idaho. It 40 feet of snow on the highway.
Damn.
40 feet. Yeah. They dug it out, like chiseled that out like concrete walls on the side, but it was snow. packed snow. They trying to get it broke up so they could get it out of there, because that's dangerous. You know, it'll bury a car. All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming in. You know, I was a little late, but I made up for it, staying 25 minutes on, 30 minutes later. So, all right. Y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. We'll catch y'all later. Pluta.